Hi friends, welcome back for another Accent Quickie. I'm your host, actor and speech coach Kelli Ruttle, and today's accent is Australian. In this video, we're going to cover 4 sounds that make the Australian accent distinguishable from others and how you can make those sounds happen, whether you're here for an audition or here because you're curious. Welcome. Let's get started. One really interesting thing to note about the Australian accent is that it doesn't really differ by region. For example, here in the United States, if you take someone from New York or someone from West Virginia, those are 2 really different accents, right? They differ by region. However, in Australia, there are 3 types of accents: broad, general, and cultivated. They all have the same phonetic sounds. They only differ by intensity. Okay, here we go. Important Australian sound number 1, on glides for E and oo. The pure vowels E and oo are spoken with on glides in the Australian accent. What does that mean? The best way I have to describe it is consider you're going to start vocalizing before your lips and jaw fully form those vowels. In their pure form, the vowels are again E and oo. But what Australians do is this: A, O. See how there's a little bit of movement in the sound, almost making them diphthongs? Let's try some words and phrases for practice. Sade, lave, shake, needle, perceive, unbelievable, Neil finds speaking to people easy. To, who, shoes, moving, crucial, rooster, Ruth will swim in Julie's pool after school. Well done. Next. Important Australian sound number 2, ow to ow. Very broad Australian speakers will widen their ow diphthong. The ow diphthong usually starts with ah, as in spa, but what Australians do is they start it with cat instead. So from ah, you're just going to close in the jaw ever so slightly and widen the corners of the mouth, going from ow to ow. Ow, ow. Let's try some words and phrases for practice. Ounce, about, mouth, south, hour, flower. McDowell will announce the count. Don't shout at the brown owls. Cool. Moving on. Important Australian sound number 3, A to I. Another sound you'll hear in broad speakers and in some general speakers as well is the A diphthong taking on more of an I quality. Normally the A diphthong starts with e, as in let, but what the Australians do is they close in the corners of the mouth and they drop the jaw slightly, almost starting it with ah, as in ask. So from A, they say I. That means an expression like good day, mate, will become good day, mate. Let's try some more. Hi, stay, make, stain, game. The brave sailors made the grade. Kate saved the whales in the bay. Well done. And lastly, important Australian sound number 4, dropping the R's. The Australian dialect is a non-rhotic dialect. Now, that doesn't mean that they never pronounce their R's. What it means is that they only pronounce their R's in very specific circumstances. Before a vowel sound, as in real or bread. Between 2 vowels, as in a word like Harry. And terminally, when it comes at the end of a word, but the next word begins with a vowel, as in where I go, or Here it is. Here's something interesting that happens occasionally. When ER comes at the end of some words where normally it would be an unstressed syllable, a really broad Australian speaker will still drop the R, but instead of de-stressing the syllable, he or she will turn it into a stressed ah sound, as in spa. For example, November would become November, or slower might become slower. Something to play with. And there you have it. 4 sounds that will give you a great head start on mastering the Australian accent. If you found this video useful, consider donating a cup of coffee in the link below. Now, just like with other Accent Quickie videos, there are other Australian sounds that you can learn. So, if you're interested in studying the dialect further, or if you had any questions about what I covered in today's video, you can always find me at speakthespeech.net and reach out via the contact form. In the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in. Be safe and well, and break a leg.